love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something.
Fucking cool. Just hype up everything you say.
Yes.
Yup.
Like an audience, dude. This might be, you actually are my first audience member, so you should take
start
pride.
Clapping like Oprah.
Yeah.
Saturday
Some
Night
shit
Live
like
type
that.
show.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, so for everybody, that's how this fucking linked or panned out right here. I mean, I was like, I saw that you were at, you said Adobe, right?
Adobe, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram and I was like, this is my shot, so I gotta fucking shoot it. The football game's there.
Oh, now they got crazy fans.
They go wild.
Even when they're bad, they got crazy fans. Like,
yeah, and they're bad every year.
Yeah, they got crazy fans.
There's nothing about Nebraska that really just is, you know.
Like they sell out their spring games and stuff.
Yeah. And like girls softball. I think about that.
Yeah.
Because that is one of those sports where you really think about it. They're playing their whole like career, and there's nothing after.
Exactly.
There's nothing after.
Bro, softball.
So are you like? Do you feel like you're more self-motivated? Are you a self-motivated, or do you try to reach out and get maybe a piece of motivation from maybe this person or whatever you kind of?
I would say I'm pretty self-motivated. I mean, your goal, like, as a kid, you're like, I want to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course I want to, but
yeah.
You gotta have like the backup plan.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I went. I'm in construction science. And
yeah, we'll get started. So this is the Disclaimer Podcast. This is going to be episode 18, 19, or 20. I don't know yet.
Okay.
So I'm leaving for Blackhawk tomorrow. And so I'm like, fuck, like I was trying to find somebody this whole week, right? And I was like, I can't find anybody. And then Max Marsh comes in to save the day. So we have an extra piece of content out, but nonetheless, I think this is gonna be a cool episode.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've actually really talked.
Yeah.
Like, kind of. I don't know if I even really met you before.
yeah, no. I mean, like I knew who you were.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I don't know if we've truly met, really.
Yeah. Did you know my sister more?
Yeah, I think so. What year did you went to Central, right?
Yeah, I went to Central and I was graduated 16.
Yeah, so that would have been right before we got there.
Yeah.
Cause that would have been right before.
Yeah, you're pretty young. Cause
Yeah, I
I'm
graduated
like,
2020.
Damn. Yeah. Well, your dad was.
He was there.
He was my team training coach.
Yeah,
So.
he knows you. Yep.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. Yeah, I haven't seen him forever. So they still living here?
Yeah, he just moved back here.
Oh, nice. So we'll just dive into like, I wanted to talk about that since we're on that topic. So you grew up here. Did you go to Redlands? Where did you go to middle school?
I went to Tope Elementary, which is right down the road, and then I went to West Middle School.
Oh, you're a West middle schooler. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And then you went to Central, obviously.
Yep, for 3 years.
Okay.
Till my junior year.
So, you were playing football the whole time?
Yep.
When did you know? I guess, that you wanted to go to college and play football?
Oh shit.
Was that just always a dream of yours?
Yeah.
To keep it going.
From a young age, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, definitely middle school. I mean, I started playing football when I was in kindergarten.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think then we were just having fun. And
Yeah.
I mean, I still am having fun doing it. I mean, if you don't have fun, you should be doing it. But like, I'd say middle school, 7th, 8th grade. I probably was like, I really want to go to college and do it.
Yeah. So you play at K-State and you're a safety, right?
Safety, yeah. I went there as a quarterback, and then I just switched to safety. It's going on my 2nd year.
Sweet. No, that's awesome. So when you graduated, was there other schools that were like contacting you, and why was it K-State?
I mean, yeah, definitely had schools contact me, but honestly, I was gonna go to a JUCO before K-State ever came.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna go to a JUCO. I was actually committed pretty much to go to Iowa Western. It's a JUCO in Iowa.
Yeah.
And it was around Thanksgiving. I had a coach. Well, so Coach Klein, their quarterback's coach, he came to school and he like told me like come on a visit. So I can't remember the date, but I went when they played OU.
Yeah.
And it was when Jalen Hurts was there, and they beat OU.
Oh, really?
So it was a crazy game. From that game, like when I was there, it was the first time I've ever even been to Kansas, in Manhattan, and I was like, I want to come here. Like,
yeah.
I want to go here. And I remember telling my dad, I was like, if they ever give me an opportunity to come here, I'm going here. And so I go home, whatever. I didn't hear from them for a while. Mm-hmm. I was like, I was pissed. I was like upset, you know. I was like, maybe they won't. And so, anyways, and it was one weird day. I get a text from the quarterback coach. He's like, "Hey, can you call me? Can we talk?" I was like, "All right, yeah." I called him, and he was like, "Hey, you know, I just want to let you know, like, we like you all this." And he was like, "You might be getting a call from Coach Kleiman here soon, which is the head coach there."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "All right." So a couple days go by, I didn't hear anything. And it was actually like the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I was in Home Depot with my mom and dad, and I was.
Oh shit.
I saw it was a Kansas number, and I answered it, and it was Coach Kleiman, and he was like, "If we give you opportunity," and I was like, "I'm coming right now."
Yeah.
I literally just before I was like, "Yeah, I'm there," and then he was like, "Oh, sweet." And I was like, "When?" He's like, "Can you early enroll?" So I was like, "Yep." So I planned like. Try to get school done just so I could do that. I kind of knew that's what I wanted to do if I got the opportunity to go play somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I finished my semester of high school, and went to school. The second time I ever have been there, I moved there.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah. When I talk about that with other people of like moving away, going to a different college, because I did the same thing, going to La Junta to play baseball. It's like one of those things where I kind of felt torn because you're leaving family behind and stuff, but you're like also you want to like pursue something, right? You're pursuing like going to play and keeping the dream alive and stuff. When you decided to move there was no regret. Obviously you had your head set. You're like, this is exactly what I want to do.
I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I kind of right when I was ready to go, I was excited to go.
No, that's awesome.
I mean, it was kind of weird. Like my parents dropped me off, and I was just sitting in my room, and they was like, "All right, see ya." I mean, I was just in high school like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I moved there and was starting college football.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So did they take you in as a quarterback?
Yeah, so I was there as a quarterback. I played quarterback. I didn't switch to safety until last year during the bowl game, like bowl prep. So it was in the middle of the season. I kind of knew like I kind of sensed something going on because like I was playing, like they wanted me to play special teams and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, which I was fine with. I wanted to play and stuff. So they had me doing drills like that and stuff. And so there's like a bowl prep week, right? So like when you find out you're going to a bowl game, they have like this whole practice. It's like another like, I don't know, where they try like younger guys practice more and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got a text, and it was from a safeties GA, and he was a cool dude. He helped me a lot. He was like, "Hey, coach has been thinking, they've been talking, like, you want to come watch some safety film with me and see if you like it and all that." And there was like, you can try it out at bowl prep. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then it was kind of one of those things where it worked out, and they kind of were like, "Are you cool with switching to safety?"
Yeah. So are you getting like, do you get full reps there, or do you have to switch time? You still switch in time? Like, how's that going right now?
So right now in the spring, I'm competing for it right now.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's definitely at safety. There's a lot more like, and it's kind of like our defense is kind of cool. We play with 3 safeties like in the game at one time. We kind of a different.
Yeah.
So we play with like a free safety, strong safety, and then we call it a jack. It's like middle of the field. That's what I play. It's almost like, I mean, they got run responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. It's different.
It's different, and it's the different side. It's the different side of the ball. So you had to really reroute your brain.
Honestly, I haven't played defense since freshman year of high school.
Gosh, see, that's crazy. See, those are the type of moves, because it's same thing in baseball when they decide to, like, if you're playing infield your whole life, and then you send something, and then obviously there's a lot of competition in the infield or whatever, so they move you out to the outfield. It's just a whole different. It's just a whole different game.
Yeah, exactly. And I came in with a quarterback that he's our starter. Well, we had a different Adrian Martinez. I don't know if he played at Nebraska. He transferred into K-State. The kid that's in my class, he's like one of my really good friends. His name's Will Howard, and he got the opportunity as a true freshman to play quarterback there at K-State, and with some injury stuff, and then the next year same thing, kind of injury stuff, and he just got thrown into it pretty quick. And he's a legit dude, and I mean last year he was our quarterback. We won the Big 12 championship, so like he's the real deal. But we came in together, and so it was just kind of like
interesting. Yeah, that's really cool. That's just one of those things. It was really hard for me to be able to like switch positions. So from going from offense quarterback to say the least, and then going, you know, in the middle of the field on the other side of the ball. That's you're going into a whole different world there.
Yeah, it is for sure.
When that happened, did you feel like a sense of like confidence shift like within yourself? Like did you almost feel like fuck, like maybe I'm not good enough, or like those thoughts?
But at the same time I feel like they kind of like they moved me because they, I guess, thought I was athletic enough to do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like and they told me that, and they like, I guess, said like more like, so like they want their athletes to play kind of thing, and I guess so that kind of made me feel a little more confident and better with it. But I've been a quarterback my whole life, so but I mean I love defense now. I don't regret moving at all.
Well, that's good. So what is there, we'll just dive into like what is there to do in Kansas? Like outside of the school, let's get into that. So the school, is it an alright school?
Yeah, it's
not
a really
too
cool
bad.
school. It's a cool town.
Really?
Yeah, they call it the Little Apple. It's Manhattan, Kansas, so they call it the Little Apple, dude. And I'm telling you though, you have to come to a game or something. The fans there are crazy. Like
I bet.
They have a cool bar district, you know, like it's a college town, so it's called Aggieville. Yeah. And that place is popping every weekend. Like there's people all the time there. As far as like what to do other than I guess go to the bars and stuff, I mean there's lakes around. People go to the lake all the time. You go boating, people fish, hunt.
See, that would be fun.
Yeah, so I mean there's still stuff to do. You're 2 hours away from Kansas City, so it's a city. I mean if you want to go into the city, you can drive 2 hours to KC, which is a cool city. Yeah,
that's actually really cool, being able to have those like lakes around and shit. I mean, I think about Kansas and I'm like, what is there? You know what I mean?
And I for sure was like when I was driving there, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? And then you get to Manhattan, and Manhattan's a really cool town. It's like there's hills. I mean, they're not big or anything, but there's hills and there's trees everywhere. It's super green. Like around now, it's green. And
so is it really cold? Like, is it really cold there in the winter? Like, how cold does it get like during football or the end of the season?
First day I was there, when I moved there was an ice storm. I've never been in an ice storm.
Oh shit!
It was cold.
Really?
And it was like an ice storm, so everything froze over, so they canceled stuff because of an ice storm. Yeah, it was cold. That first winter I was there, I was like, damn, this is cold. It's way colder. I think it's colder there than it is here. Sure.
Interesting.
That's why I tell people, they're like, you're from Colorado, like it's different. Like when the sun's out here, I feel like it's still warm. Like even in the winter, you know what I'm saying? Like.
It's like in Colorado, it seems like the seasons like they ease to an extent.
Yeah, and it's the season, but like when it's cold in Kansas and it's humid, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold, and the summers are hot and it's humid in the summer. Yeah, like there's another thing I was surprised about. In the summer, it's like it's humid. Right, and so it just makes it even hotter.
Yeah, so, gosh, I try to put myself in the position of you, like going into a football game, I guess. Do you have a lot of confidence going into the football game and going into the stadium, shit like that? What are your like pump up songs, man? Like music speaks to my ass, so I'm just like one of those guys that I'm always getting pumped up. Do you have like a certain couple songs that you just really get after?
I have a playlist, so I can look at it. Damn, dude, you're actually gonna think this is probably weird, but I kind of have a little thing I do throughout, like going up. Like I switch my genres.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so you're like pretty specific with it.
Yeah, I get pretty specific. So like say on like a bus or something, I'll go like country music. I just like trying to chill or something like that. Yeah. Just not too hype. And then honestly, like right when I walk around, or like I like to go out and just walk, just hang out, and I listen to a lot of reggae for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, and then right when I get in the locker room, or I switch it to like my playlist that has like rap and it has like rock music actually. Yeah. Like it's just stuff that I guess I wanted to get hyped up too.
Yeah, you're like fucking listening to
Yeah.
Metallica, like you're just digging
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of rock, but
That's interesting. But I feel like sometimes like when I am in like the gym or whatever, I'll like run maybe to country music, like to Morgan Wallen, because I am not.
I can't work out to country. He works out to country.
See, I don't know how you do that. For everybody that doesn't know, we have Jackson Eads in the background right here. He's my first audience member, so no, but it's one of those things. The way I get pumped up, I have to be listening to like rap. I listen to rap 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm bumping, I'm cranking my Chevy Colorado, and I'm just got that shit bumping, right? So like, I don't know. Sometimes there's people that are like, I work out to country.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I can't, like, that's all I listen to is
Yeah.
country pretty much, but I don't get pumped up to country. I gotta listen to like rock or Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug, yeah.
Young Thugs.
I guess inspired through music. I listen to a lot of rap music, and it's weird. I don't know how you get inspired through rap music. I do.
Yeah.
But I just listen more for the lyrics, I guess. And a lot of people think that's weird too, because people are usually like partying and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess with that being said, what kind of, when you decided to go to college and everything, is your inspiration to be an NFL player, and, or are you trying to play as long as you can, and do you have like maybe a backup plan of like maybe what you want to do for work?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, your goal, like, as a kid, you're like, I want to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, of course I want to, but
Yeah.
you gotta have like a backup plan.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I went. I'm in construction science, and so a bunch of shit happened with that. And because of football, I would have had to like miss, like Mondays and Tuesdays. I'd miss like 40 minutes of practice. And,
Oh no.
like the school and football, they couldn't get it figured out. Like they
can't work that shit
So
out?
it's not engineering, but it's in the School of Engineering, and they didn't give a fuck. They're like, all right, well, and football just kind of it just kind of didn't work out, and I just was like, I'm not even gonna deal with this. I can't miss football. I mean, I'm not gonna miss
That's what you're
40
there
minutes.
for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss 40 minutes. And it doesn't sound like a big deal to some people, but 40 minutes of practice, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. And that means I'd have to miss meetings.
Yeah.
And, like, meetings are a big deal. And so I just was like, all right, I'm going to take the L. And luckily with my major, you take a lot of business classes. So I just went into business. And
Is that business management?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I did too here.
And I like it. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's
not bad.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, when you go to college, it's just sometimes things work out for a reason. I think
Exactly.
I started with,
I believe that too.
yeah, I think I started off with like finance or something.
Yeah. Finance, I just had finance class and that kicked my ass.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened. Is like I wanted to get into finance. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I graduated a while ago, so I'm trying to like jog my memory. So I think I went into management, but I did have thoughts of going into finance. But when I was taking those courses before I made my decision, like I took finance and I'm like, damn, this is hard. I don't want to be doing this the whole time.
Yeah, so I was like accounting. I had to take those. It was like accounting 1 and 2. Shit sucked. I could never do accounting.
Yeah. So are you like? Do you feel like you're more self-motivated? Are you self-motivated, or do you try to reach out and get maybe a piece of motivation from maybe this person or whatever? You kind of.
I would say I'm pretty self-motivated. My dad keeps me pretty motivated too.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a coach. He was a coach. And,
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I pull, but from both. But I would say I'm pretty self-motivated.
Yeah. Is that something that you've always maybe thought about doing? Is becoming a coach?
Yeah, that's always something that's kind of in the back of my mind is being a coach. But I mean, if I was going to be a coach, I'd want to be a college coach.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able. High school.
No.
You wouldn't be able to do high school.
No, I don't think so. I'd want to go be a college coach. But dude, at the same time, our coaches work insane hours. Like they're there 24/7. So it's definitely like, if you're gonna be a coach, you gotta love it. You gotta especially because like to be a coach to college, you gotta be a GA.
Yeah.
And those dudes don't get paid, and
Right.
they're there more than the coaches, and the coaches are there 24/7. So they're there like all day, every day.
Yeah.
Weekends, Sunday.
Like I just like think about that sometimes when I'm like coaching or having someone that you look up to. It's kind of like Bronny and like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like the pressure that you have. Did you ever feel like you had pressure, maybe hanging over you from like maybe your dad, or like You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know if I wouldn't say pressure, just because I do love it, and we both love it, and it's something that we can connect on in a way. So like, I don't think it's pressure. And my dad, he's great. Like, he will never pressure me into do it. He's gonna help me like do whatever I want to do. If I went to him today and said, I'm done playing football, Dad, like, he's not gonna be like that. Like, we'll talk about it, like why, probably all that stuff, but he's not gonna be pissed at me for it, you know what I'm saying? So
it's more support.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's not a pressure thing. Yeah, really.
Interesting. Yeah, because that was just one of those things for me too, is when I put myself in a position where maybe I feel like I'm letting somebody down if I make a certain decision like that, especially a big decision like that. Yeah. Like stopping playing something that you've played your whole life.
And that, that's hard. Like, that's one thing that we talk about, like, me and my dad, like, it's like all I've ever known, in a way. Like, it would be hard to just leave it, and like, I feel like coaching, no matter what, whenever I'm done playing football, like, something happens and it's this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be hard to just walk away from it. And, so.
Yeah, you have to keep yourself connected in some form or fashion, like when you decide to, I guess, hang up the cleats, per se.
And it's always like, we were talking about the other day, like, once you're done, so like for coaching wise, and I was talking to my coach, one of my coaches, about it, like, once you're out of it, it's so hard to get back into it as a coach, especially. Like, you can't just leave it and then just say one day, hey, I want to be a college coach, especially college, like high school maybe, but college coach, you can't be gone, like, and then you say, I want to be a college coach, and just come back in. Like, it's not something that just happens like that. Yeah. So once you're kind of gone with the college route, it's kind of gone.
I've always, the problem with that is like, you have to be able to separate, like, your mind of, like, going from playing something your whole life. I almost feel like it's to the point where you feel like you're giving up on something. Yeah. And that's really hard for me to do. Those big decisions really, like, waver my mind.
I agree. Even I'll think about that, I'll be like, damn, like, what if it happened at, like, I can't even think about not being around it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just done it for so long. I played football, 22 now. I played since I was 6 years old. Like,
it's a hard thing to think about. I think about, like,
been around it forever too. So my dad's a coach,
Yeah.
So it's even harder.
And, like, girls softball. I think about that. Yeah. Because that is one of those sports where you really think about it. They're playing their whole like career, and there's nothing after.
Exactly.
There's nothing after.
Softball. My sister played softball, and that's all I remember as a little kid, is going to all those softball tournaments like every weekend. Yeah. And then once I got older, baseball, like, you're just gone 24/7. Yeah. Especially competitive softball. But softball is cool. I liked watching my sister play softball.
Yeah. It is a cool sport. It's really fast paced and shit like that. So it really keeps you. It's probably more enjoyable to watch than baseball because of the speed.
I agree. Especially college softball. Like, that stuff, the World Series, that stuff's cool.
Yeah. I love fast paced games. So when I left baseball, I actually just, for some reason, my brain just clicked out of it. I didn't even watch it. Yeah. I still to this day don't really watch baseball all that much. I love football. Really? I like contact sports, you know what I mean?
You watch a lot of, like, NFL? Or?
I watch a lot of NFL, and I dabble into, I guess you could say I dabble into college a little bit.
See, I've always been obsessed with college football. I didn't go to my first NFL game till my senior year. That was my first ever. I went to a Broncos game. Oh. And lately I've been watching more NFL, but, like, I love college football, like, Saturdays and stuff. Just turns out. It sucks because we're always, like, we don't get it. But, like, if it's an evening game or something, I love just chilling and getting to watch college football all day. Like a bye week. It's cool.
I think the only college football game, I guess, I don't even know if I've been to a CMU football game, but I went to Arkansas. Mm-hmm. It was a bowl game in Florida. They played at the Bucs Stadium, and it was like Arkansas. It was like 2 years ago. Arkansas versus Penn State, I want to say, or something like that.
That's a cool game.
Yeah, they're always screaming like "Pig Suey."
They're nuts. I heard Arkansas fans kind of crazy.
They are nuts. Like, it was one of those games where you're like, you just see some crazy people, and they're all wearing their funky shit on their head and stuff like that.
I heard Arkansas has some crazy fans.
Yeah, and then with Haley going to Nebraska and stuff, she'd always go to those. She's going to those, or she did. the football games there.
Oh, now they got crazy fans.
They go wild.
Even when they're bad, they got crazy fans. Like,
yeah, and they're bad every year.
Yeah, they got crazy fans.
There's nothing about Nebraska that really just
Like they sell out their spring games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they got some insane fans. K-State has some pretty intense fans too.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Like, it is crazy. It's cool on a game day and stuff.
I've always wondered that click for like NFL fans compared to college football fans. It always seems like if somebody has a school and something to root for, then it makes like, for some reason, for a lot of people, it makes it that much better.
Right.
But for me, it's never been like that. I've probably liked the NFL better.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I think it's just because I've always had a team, or always like watching the Broncos.
So
and I
are you
always
a
had
Broncos
like
fan, man?
Well, yeah, but like I'm giving them like 4 games this year.
Yeah.
And if Russell Wilson performs the same, and then on top of that they don't make a switch, if Sean Payne doesn't make a switch, I'm gonna be like a Cincinnati Bengals fan or something.
Oh, you a Bengals fan? You like Joe Burrow?
I like Joe Burrow. I'm not a Bengals fan yet.
Okay.
I should say. But I love a lot of the quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Yeah. Like they're fun to root for.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do like I'm always been like a quarterback follower.
Yeah.
Like I like teams where the quarterbacks, especially in high school, like I was obsessed with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I loved Baker Mayfield. I had his jersey, and even though he didn't pan out, but yeah. So I definitely was like I like watching quarterbacks.
Yeah. Because I like, there's just different aspects around the NFL. Like I like Miami's head coach.
Yep. He's
I
from
don't know
Colorado.
why. Huh?
He's from Colorado.
Is he really?
Yeah. He went to Smoky Hill in Denver.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, I like him. I like his swag, man.
Yeah, he does.
I feel like he'd be a badass coach.
Yeah, no, he does. Have you seen that video of when he was walking around at practice and there was like, it was on Twitter or something. They're like, who let their son? It was like the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, it's when he was wearing that shirt.
Yeah, they're
that
like, whose son is coaching the Dolphins today or something. His dad's coaching the Dolphins.
Yeah, I saw that. And that's when he was wearing the shirt. Like, what did it say? Something like, it could be colder.
Yeah, when
or
they were
something
about
like
to play Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah. Because they were getting shit about that. No, so I like him. I was never a Patriots fan, but I kind of like Brady, I guess.
I like Brady.
I like Brady more when you went to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, now I can root for him because he's not a Patriot. It's like easier. And he's still a dog,
Yeah, I got a Brady jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Brady.
I ended up liking Brady later, and then you just think about some of those younger quarterbacks, like Joe Burrow, and you have
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, and Hurts, shit like that. It's hard to not root for those guys.
Yeah, no, they're all. They just make it fun to watch.
Yeah. I don't know, something about the NFL really gets me going. So I watch more NFL now than I do baseball, and that's kind of, I guess, how I coped with leaving the sport that I played with my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is like I just didn't play it and I didn't watch it anymore. I was like, I cannot think about it.
Yeah. I like watching golf now, which is weird. I would have never thought, yeah.
So do you play a lot of golf? I was going to actually ask you that.
Here and there. I like to. I mean, a lot of like, especially the guys, we all go play golf a lot,
Yeah.
Like, especially now in the summer, like on the weekends when,
Yeah.
I love. I'm not great at it by any means, but I love playing it. So.
Yeah. You were just out at Rado, right?
No, we were at Adobe.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so for everybody, that's how this fucking linked or panned out right here. I mean, I was like, I saw that you were at, you said Adobe, right?
Adobe, yeah.
Yeah. I saw it on Instagram and I was like, this is my shot, so I gotta fucking shoot it.
Dude, that was my first time playing at Adobe. I liked it.
Yeah.
Have you ever played there?
Yeah, I went to Adobe maybe a month ago.
Yeah. What's your favorite course here?
Dude, we went to Redlands Mesa last week for that tournament.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids that even you probably know. I mean, they're a little older, but I don't know if you know like Dawson Springer and all them.
Oh, yeah.
I was with Trey Morrell. Those are kind of the kids I hang with.
Mm-hmm.
And so we played in a tournament there. There was a lot of
Was it
a
kids. Scramble? Or
yeah, it was a scramble. And my putting game was fucking crazy. I usually cannot putt the ball at all, but for some reason I was thinking like 15 plus foot like for birdie shots. And I was like, damn, like I'm putting the team on my fucking back. I was on some shit. And then we had a fifth join us. It was weird. They're like,
So was it a 4-man scramble?
Yeah, it was a 4-man scramble, but we got there and they're like, well, this guy paid and he's in the tournament, but like all the teams are full, so somebody's got to take 5. So they put him on. His name was Jeremy. I can't remember his last name. Yeah, he was fucking solid. He's the one who kept us going. I think we shot like 5 under or something, which is bad for a scramble, but for people that really don't like identify as golfers, Yeah, we did pretty.
I don't identify as
a golfer. Yeah.
I like playing a lot, but we
Yeah.
got some dudes on our team that are pretty legit actually.
Yeah.
They can play, and so.
Do you have it? So your golf swing. Do you have a bad? Do you have a bad slice?
I can't drive for shit.
Yeah.
I slice on it. Like irons, I'm good. Irons. Sometimes I'll even just go off the tee box with an iron. If
Yeah.
I'm driving like shit, but I slice off the tee box for sure.
Yeah. There's nothing like a reality check on the golf course. I really like the pressure is on sometimes. So we went there for the tournament. They announced every single golfer on the first hole.
Oh, were there people watching too?
Oh yeah, all the teams behind you. We all started on the same hole.
Oh wow.
On the first hole.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like sitting, like my heart's like beating for
Yeah.
no reason. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm getting up there and then I told my buddies, I was like, hey, tell the lady announced me as like double bogey logie. That way.
That's your name, double bogey.
Yeah, so that way they know, like, you know, we're not dealing with a golfer here.
Are you a sandbagger? You say that you're not good and are pretty
No,
good?
no. I am not. I literally, the only thing I did great that day was putt.
But
Yeah.
what about driving? Can you drive?
I have a bad baseball swing still, so I just like it always goes to the right.
That's this guy when he drives. It's like a baseball swing.
Yeah. Think about it. Golf is just one of those sports where you have to like see it before you actually do it.
Yeah, it's so mental.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so mental. Like as soon as you start doing bad, it's.
Yeah.
But then once you have like one good golf swing, you're like, all right, let's go.
It's like gambling. I think I told Dakota, he was on my podcast episode last week, and I told him, like, it's literally just like gambling where you hit like one good shot and you feel on top of the world.
Oh, exactly.
Right? And then like 99% of the time you're just still playing like shit. So like you succeed enough to keep you playing or keep you gambling, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing with like gambling, you know?
Do you like gambling?
Yeah, a lot.
The first time I've ever gambled was we played our bowl game in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And they only had like, it was the Harris or whatever.
Oh.
And I went and played craps.
Yeah.
And dude, I didn't realize this because I've never really gambled or anything. I never played, but there was Adrian Martinez and this was one of our, I can't remember who it was. But it was like, all right, let's go play. Oh, my roommate actually, Brendan Mott, and he's played before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, dude, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah,
He's like, I'll help you. I was like, all right, let's go do it. And it was $25 minimum. I was like, all right, all right, whatever. I'm gonna trust you.
Yeah.
And I went and pulled out some money, and we played, and there was this like older guy, and he was kind of like helping us, and I was just kind of doing what he was like doing. I was just kind of looking over, throwing it in, and dude, I ended up winning like $400.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I love this.
Yeah.
Next day I go, I lose money. I was like, this sucks, but
Craps is one of those games where you can lose or win money really quickly.
yeah, that's how it was. And then they were like, all right, the bet's going a minimum of 50.
Yeah.
And all these guys around are like, yeah, let's go. I was like, dude, I'm not throwing $50. I was
around
like,
like
I don't know. I was like,
If you still had like your $400, and it's not bad because you know you can use your winnings to like gamble
I was
a little
like,
bit.
I'm God. There's dudes that were losing like bad too.
Yeah.
Like some of my friends were losing bad, and they're like, "Dang, you won that?" I'm like, yeah, it's beginner's luck, man. And I was like, probably. And then I went and tried. And I was like playing blackjack the next day.
Yeah.
And lost like majority of it.
Yeah. Last time I went to Blackhawk, I was doing great on the craps table actually, and I was a hot roller.
Yeah.
And so like all the people were tipping me.
Everybody likes
cheering,
me.
and everybody's getting on the table, right?
That's what they told me. So after we won all that money, there was one guy that was rolling.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, go tip him. Like usually you tip the guy that's hot or whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, he was with his buddy. Like he would like be watching the TV. They're like, all right, roll, and he just roll and like would roll good numbers. And keep going.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he had a phone call at one point.
Yeah.
Picks up the phones like rolling still.
Yeah.
Rolling high. Like, dude.
There's just I don't know. I think it like really. I feel it. Dig more deep, I guess, when it comes to gambling.
So it's crap. What do you play with? Like.
Well, so I play roulette.
Okay. Yeah.
I play.
You can win a lot of money at that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know, I've lost probably more, I've definitely lost more playing it than I have won, but that's with anything with me. And then I'll dabble in blackjack a little bit.
I like blackjack.
Because sometimes I gotta take
It's
a
just
break.
easier to play.
Yeah.
I don't really know like poker or anything like that.
Me neither.
So I've never probably played poker, but
Yeah.
craps is fun. Blackjack.
there's something about the casino, man. Once I smell a dart, you know what I mean? Once I smell the smoke in the air, and I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, I tell you what. But when I go into a casino, like, it gets me bricked up. I'm like ready. I'm ready, man. I'm like, let's go throw some money around. I don't care if I like lose $200 the first night. It's all for fun. Like, I already know I'm probably gonna lose anyway, and we're just gonna get it. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I haven't been to a casino for a while. We had one up in Tampa, so I went to it a couple times, and nothing ever panned out.
Is that where you lived in Florida, was Tampa?
Well, like right outside. It was called Lakeland. And so it was right between Tampa and Orlando. It's like 40 minutes to Orlando, and then like 40 minutes to Tampa. Or you go a little further, 15 more minutes, and you're in, what is that? What is that called? St. Petersburg.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where the parties go down.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah, my mom lived in Orlando in high school, and it was really fun.
Yeah. So do you ever see yourself, after school, do you see yourself moving back to Colorado? What's your plan, I guess, let's just say,
right.
Obviously we're fucking going for the NFL, right? But like, do you see yourself like traveling a lot maybe after school?
I for sure. I see myself back in Colorado. I love Colorado. I don't know. I would say probably Colorado. I mean, I would go somewhere. I'd really live anywhere, but I love Colorado. I like being here. So
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Florida would be the South or somewhere in the South would be cool to live.
Yeah.
But
did you move in high school?
Yeah, my senior year I ended up moving.
Where did you move to?
So I moved to Denver. I moved to the Centennial area.
Oh.
My dad was coaching at a school there. It's called Eagle Crest.
Oh,
so
I know Eagle Crest. Yeah. Interesting.
It was definitely different for sure.
Yeah.
I went from, Central's not small, but it's not big. You know, like I went from, I don't know how many kids go to Central.
Oh man, I don't
16.
know. Yeah.
How many? 100.
Oh. I was like.
Did you say what?
1,600.
1,600?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I went to like over 3,000.
So it's a pretty big school.
Yeah, it was huge. Like you couldn't even walk without like being shoulder to shoulder with kids.
Was the competition like way different, like Eagle Crest? How was that?
Did
you play football there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played, and then literally I graduated. So like.
Oh yeah.
I played there and was done in the winter.
Yeah.
So I only went there for a semester or whatever it is, but it was. I loved playing at Central though, and it was cool playing in Denver. I'm still close with some of those guys, but like Central, like Cole and Jackson and all the dudes that Joe Carroll, like we were all pretty tight at Central.
Yeah.
And so, I missed Central for sure.
Yeah.
It was cool. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different experience.
Yeah. Time moves by so fast.
Dude, I was literally there and I was in college. Like it was fast.
Yeah. And like like I said, I'm like trying to remember even like, you know, my college days earlier.
College is even flown by. Like, I felt like I just got there.
Yeah.
It's already flying. I'm almost done already.
Yeah.
So.
It goes by so quick. And when I graduated, that was 2020. And what is it, 2023 now? So I've been out of college for a while. And I'm like, damn. Here's a weird question for you. Do you think that you need college to be successful? I think this is probably one of the most asked questions. And a lot of people have the same idea about it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think college, you need to be successful.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to go to college. No, I don't. I think there's certain things, like, of course, you're going to be a doctor, right? Or you're going to be an accountant or, like, a lawyer. Like, yeah, you got to, of course. But, like, no, like, even Jack, like, he's going to be a lineman. Like, he just went through lineman school and is going to be a lineman in here now.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, no.
Going to be a lineman, like, he's going to be very successful at that. I don't think you have to go to college to be successful at all.
Yeah, I think it's just the work ethic that people put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that go to college and are successful, but I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah, 100%. If you find the right trade or if you find something that you have fun with and you can do, that's just like one of those things that you can be successful, start up your own business, do your own thing. Do you see yourself being a business owner?
Yeah, that's what I would want to do if I wasn't going to be a coach for sure. That's kind of where I'd want to go, path I'd want to do.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like starting your own brand is always like got me hyped up. I'm like, I've always wanted that.
I feel like everyone kind of has that, like where they want to have their own business,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be cool, for sure.
There's just not a lot of people that take that step to do so.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So when it comes to the food there at college.
Food?
Yeah, calf food. So you eat the calf food, or do you go shopping? Like, what's your whole, what's your shindig?
So food wise, so like we have like our athlete like center. So like for football they make us like eat breakfast and dinner there. Like they take attendance and they're like, because they want you to just gain weight. They don't want you losing weight and all that. So
yeah,
most of the time there, but like we got some cool like good restaurants down there that are pretty fire. Down in the Aggieville area I was telling you about, there's some good restaurants that when we don't have to go, everyone likes to go. Yeah. And little sports bars and stuff that are
interesting. Yeah, when I went to La Junta, man, they were not watching our weight, man. It was so bad. Like, it looked disgusting. Like they were even like they'd serve us like the Salisbury steak and like this mashed potatoes where they just like threw like wannabe gravy. I didn't even know if it was gravy.
Yeah, there's definitely some nights where you're like, might eat this and go to Chipotle.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But there's some good nights that are pretty good. But no, dude, they were serious. They're serious on.
Interesting.
Like when I first got there, I went into college at like 179 pounds.
Yeah.
I was small, and that first like year I gained over 30 pounds, and that's just because
in 1 year.
Yeah. 30 pounds.
That's like Conor McGregor type shit, like what he just did.
And I've lost a little weight from then, but I gained 30 pounds. Like,
damn. And that's just like lifting really hard, eating a lot of calories. Were you drinking a lot of protein shakes?
Yeah, they force protein. Like you have a protein shake like waiting for right when you're done with a lift, where they make you drink it, stuff like that. And then they give you protein shakes to take home. Wow. Yeah, that's where I get. So they had these like little Gatorade protein shakes.
Yeah.
And you could take like a whole case home if you wanted, and it had like 350 calories.
I think I know which ones you're talking about. Those ones are pretty good. I think.
They're good. They taste good, and I would like just drink those throughout the day, like because they were good. I was like, they're good, and that's what I think put weight on me. Yeah. But yeah, lifting, they take lifting serious. So all that shit.
Because when I'd watch like some of the highlights or whatever on the news or whatever when you're playing for Central, I'm like, this kid is not that big.
No, I was not big.
I'm like, this kid is as big as me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like he would. I mean, you've always been somewhat tall, kind of like me. I didn't get taller until like junior year in high school, so it took me forever.
Dude, junior year when you were like at Central, I was even skinnier than that. So like and then at Eagle Crest, I guess I gained a little bit of weight. That was just because I got older and taller. I feel like because even like growing like. I was small, even through like freshman year. I mean, me and Jack were the same height all the way to junior year, probably.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I guess I kind of just got taller there. Yeah. But then, I was small. I was skinny.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. But
it always seems like there's those early bloomers, like it's before high school, and there's all world beaters, like in like competitive ball or whatever it is before high school.
I was not that. I was definitely a late bloomer.
Late bloomer. Yep. And then like you get there and you catch up to those guys, and then all of a sudden those guys aren't as good anymore. You're like, I've always put this guy on a pedestal, and now he's fucking nothing. But
dude, that happens a lot. Like in college, like a lot of dudes come in, they put weight on everyone like that. They kind of just, especially like you can see it like from freshman to sophomore year. Yeah, dudes get way bigger, and then it kind of levels out. Like then they just kind of stay the same. But like, which is kind of what happened with me. Like my freshman to sophomore year is when I got way bigger. Yeah. And that's just because I didn't eat in high school or anything like that.
Yeah, you didn't even fucking care what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. The other thing I didn't want to mention, which is probably the last thing we'll talk about, is since we're kind of close to the same topic, I guess, but when it comes to practice and shit like that, in football, it's a really physical sport. What's the mentality? Like, is there a lot of fights at practice?
Yeah.
And how physical are your practices?
Oh, they get they're pretty physical. Yeah. I mean, there definitely are fights here and there. Yeah. I feel like the fights usually happen with like the D and O line more.
Oh, that would make sense.
But I mean, there's fights. Coach Kleiman, our coach, he's good at kind of letting it happen, and then like, all right, like let's get like it's just wasting time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, we definitely have those days where they're like, like we'll come out and it'll be the first period of practice and we're hit, like they want you to hit, like you just got done warming, like stretching and everything, and you come out and you're freaking hitting, like it's go time, and that's just kind of, I feel like, to set the mood. But like, no, they get pretty physical.
So are you pretty chirpy kid on the field?
No,
really?
I was just talking, like, there's safeties like that, like especially on our team, that can just talk shit, like, and like I feel like it's kind of like a gift, like
it is. It
like,
actually is.
It's like a gift. Like they're just good at talking shit. You're like, damn, it's good. Like I wouldn't say I'm one of those guys. I kind of.
It's almost just like it's on the like verge of wittiness.
No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're very witty. Like, one of our best safeties on our team is named Kobe Savage. That dude is probably one of the best shit talkers I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, he got hurt this year, and he's on the sideline. We call it the pit, and it's where dudes that are hurt can't practice. Like, our strength coaches are making them work out, like, on the side. And he'll be over there and still talking shit, like, from the sideline, like, still going at it.
The coolest thing about that is, like, when you have someone that can talk that shit, like, they have that gift.
Up to it.
But, and they have that swag, too.
Yeah,
you have nothing to say to
There's
them.
dudes that, like, talk shit. You don't do anything.
You're like, dude,
but if you can talk shit and play, you're the real deal.
Yeah, I've always liked that. When it comes to like baseball and like, I guess you could say my brother was probably a really pretty good shit talker.
Yeah.
Probably better than me, but he just would always say shit, like the perfect shit to get under people's skin. Because he did it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they know like your buttons without knowing you at all.
Yeah. I feel like there's slight things like in a game, like I feel like there's slight things I know you say, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to just talk shit.
There's some big boys out there on the field too, so you gotta make sure you're fucking talking to the right guy. That's the other thing when you think about that.